Of breaking news that is getting on the broadcast as Congress, and this is an important one, has announced phase 2 of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, which would be now from the west end of the country to the east end. The Yatra will start, we are told, from Porbandar in Gujarat and will end in Pasighat in Arunachal Pradesh. This is a big announcement that has been made at the Congress plenary. Another round of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, Bharat Jodo Yatra phase 2, that has been announced by the Congress party, and this time it is going to be from the west to east India. So it starts in Gujarat, ends in Arunachal Pradesh. Big announcement there. My colleague Pallavi, who's brought us that information, is joining us on the broadcast. Pallavi, fresh off the success, so to speak, of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, considering Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party have managed to galvanize the voter turnout and also the kind of crowd pull that the Yatra really garnered. Now there is a phase 2, a second round of the Yatra announced.
Yes, in fact, Rahul Gandhi had indicated as much in Srinagar at his press conference when he said that there's a lot of pressure on me also to now have a Bharat Jodo Yatra 2.0. And, you know, if you look at the Yatra's first phase, Kanyakumari-to-Kashmir, which was from south to north, and there was this criticism that important states from west to east, particularly because the Congress party is not too well as far as organization speaking in these states are concerned, why have they not been covered? Well, now what we are told, of course, officially is that west to east, the second phase of the Yatra will take place. The timeline is going to be decided. It could be sometime in April, or it could also strategically begin on the 2nd of October, which is Gandhi Jayanti, from Porbandar, and is of course going to cover states which have not been covered in the first phase, which is of course going to be Gujarat, then going to be parts of Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and then we are going to move on to West Bengal, Orissa, and Eastern India. Now these are the states which of course have already seen elections, but also states in which the Congress party has not done too well for itself. In fact, at the plenary session, which ended a short while back, the main theme of the session has been the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Congress's calculation, good traction on the ground. We now have to end the Yatra close to a 2024 Lok Sabha elections so that we can translate this traction into electoral win.
Pallavi, what has it been like when it comes to the first round of the Yatra? Of course, it was much talked about. However, the detractors would have it otherwise and would actually term it as a non-starter. Yet, there was something on the ground because of which the Congress party and in turn Rahul Gandhi have decided to take this decision that they will in fact be going ahead and doing this Yatra now from the west to east. So what was the response of the phase 1 of Bharat Jodo?
So if you go by the Congress, they certainly feel that there's been traction. Why just the Congress? Responses coming in from many other political parties and some in private also have admitted that Yatra did get traction. But whether it can be translated into a political win, well, the jury is still out on that. I mean, let's take a quick example of the Telangana by-polls. The Yatra did pass through that particular district, but, you know, Congress lost in those elections. I think the litmus test, of course, will be the upcoming state elections like Karnataka, then later on Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, where whether the Yatra, it's one thing if the crowd comes. It's another thing where the crowds which come, they actually end up voting for the Congress party. The Congress, of course, as a political party is going to try and ensure. But, even the cynics, political experts accept and admit the fact that the Yatra was more about Rahul Gandhi and a kind of an image makeover for him and to try and get rid of the Pappu tag which was attached to him for many, many years.
All right, Pallavi, thank you so much for that. So round 2 of Bharat Jodo Yatra has been announced by the Congress party. When that is going to happen, as Pallavi was mentioning, possibly the Gandhi Jayanti, and that's why the Yatra is going to start from Porbandar in Gujarat.